fair enough. I will have to gesture. Okay. It's I'm doing Jaws. That's what. Okay, whatever. Let's talk to you.
I haven't seen many Abbey patrol ships around here of late.
I noticed that too. Do you think something happened?
The Bloodwings said the Abbey's been quiet everywhere. Apparently some bad demons and a cursed pirate crew have been giving them trouble, and they can't spare the men to patrol the outer seas.
That's Ifreed's pirates for ya. Always gathering information and keeping on their guard.
A cursed pirate crew? Isn't that us? If the info's sound, we've really made a name for ourselves.
Abbey ships run and hide when they see us coming.
Reason dictates that we avoid hopeless fights.
Ooh, Shepherd Artorias, you're my hero!
If only our enemies were truly that dumb. Sadly, the world isn't that forgiving. We can't drop our guard.
Aye. I've contacted some fishermen friends of mine. They'll let us know if they notice anything fishy.
We've got the First Mate's curse to deal with. We can never be too careful.
Yeah, with that Reaper's curse hanging over us, we don't have room to relax.
That's the best. He's got the best
At
voice.
least they're not too bothered by it.
Yeah, one of those pirates is a lot more impressive than the rest of them. Doing the pirate voice. Oh, that was a terrible pirate voice, John. Gah! I be terrible at doing a pirate voice.
Okay, Fee. I need you to find us our next Earth Pulse point.
Go fee, fi, fo, fum. And then pick a foe.
I found one, but it's really, really far. Way up in the northeast.
Welcome back, Screams.
If it's that far out, it has to be an
I
endgame.
beat brother.
Endgand is a collection of
Then I
small
lost in the
islands.
final round.
There's a comparatively bigger one called Lionel Island, but that's the exception.
Yeah, I think the Earth Pulse point's probably out there.
Endgand, huh? Those waters are haunted by ghost ships, you know.
There be ghost ships.
Yep. Legend has it they snatch up wrongdoers who bear lingering regrets and whisk
I
them
beat him
away
in
to
volleyball.
an eternal voyage.
That doesn't sound promising.
Currents from all over the world converge in Endgand's waters, so a lot of shipwrecks from distant seas end up there as their final resting place.
Uh-huh. Ah, so that's where the stories of ghost ships come from.
Boo. You guys have no imagination.
I'd rather they stay imaginary myself.
We should still be careful.
We'll be fine. Ghost ship, exorcist, whatever comes along. We'll be the ones to administer their last rites.
Do pirates ever interact with robots? Because they interact with ghosts a lot.
Just one Therian to go. When I escaped, Ceres told me that Artorias could still be killed. That means she must have known everything. That Enominat is incomplete. How Therians work. But why did she betray Artorias? Why did she give me her strength? I know that try as you might, some fires can never fully be extinguished. But what made you go so far as to feed yourself to me? Tell me, why did you do it, sis? Ugh, what am I saying? Ceres was a Moloch. Just a Moloch. Just focus on what has to be done. Once the Therians are all together, I can end this. That's all that matters. That's all I need to think about.
Alright, so now the only surprising outcome would be that Ceres isn't her sister? Like, I don't know why the game thought that was subtle. Are we the goodies? Sorry, one of my lights just went out. Baby, when the lights go out, I have to put another battery in. Okay, there we go. That's the end of that song. Does it actually make a difference? Yeah, it does. Very subtle one. I'll tell you what it's all about. No, John, stop it.
Aw, come on! It's fine!
Oh, yeah, I know.
No, it's not. You have to do it right.
You're so mean, Medusa! If you keep telling me what to do, I'll hate you!
Fine, hate me then.
so long as you do what I say.
Fine! I love you, Medusa, and you don't even care!
What's going on here?
Eleanor, Medusa's being mean. She keeps telling me to dry my hair after my bath, but I don't wanna.
What? Is that all you're arguing about?
Oh, we found a
This is
monster mum to go
important.
with the
Just
monster
because
girl.
she's a Therian doesn't mean she can't catch a cold.
But I won't! I won't catch a cold! I swear! I don't want to take Mom's yucky, awful medicine, so I'm not gonna get sick.
If you insist on being so stubborn, we can do this the hard way.
She was one of the other
There's no need for
Therians.
everyone to get so worked up. Her hair's pretty much dry already, right?
Yeah, what she said.
I'm spoiling her, aren't I?
Seriously. Look, we don't even know what would happen if a Therian catches a cold, let alone how to treat it.
That's true.
But look,
Yeah, she was a snake
I get
lady,
it.
but she has
I
the
know you
ability
feel
to turn back
responsible for her.
to
You mean
half-human
what
person
happened
for
to her
some reason.
mother?
Yeah, Laphicet told me about it.
My, look who's a little tattletale. I'm sorry, but I thought Medusa should know, just in case.
It's fine, I suppose. I should have told her myself.
Well, at least I understand everything now. It's all too tragic for words.
Yes. And the knowledge would not be something that a young child could possibly bear. I'm not planning on telling her.
That's probably your only option. But do you really think you can keep lying to her forever?
I have to. For her own sake.
For her, huh?
All right, I'll go with you on this.
You two are going through an awful lot of trouble for a selfish kid.
All kids are selfish,
You know, she's still
They're
there in the
selfish.
background.
but that's what their families and their mothers should be there for. Don't you have any memories like that yourself?
Sorry, but I'd rather just keep them to myself.
Pish and Piffle. Everybody and their issues, am I right?
I'm guessing, if you listen to the Japanese version, Magalu's dialect would be wildly out of date. Because they do that sometimes. And the only reason I know about that is because some animes have notes. She wants to know what love is. Yeah, so she was one of the bosses, one of the Therian bosses, because the Abbey killed her daughter because she turned into a demon. But then she joined us because we had a monster girl, and it was like very convenient that. What are we doing? Oh, hang on, I've got a circle, don't I?
That prince you brought back is one interesting guy. He's happy playing with the dogs, right? And that's perfectly normal. But I swear, he even naps with them. And that hawk, with a big smile on his face?
And when Dial
Oh
or
yeah, we also
Kamala
had
asks him to put
dogs
in
that
some
were
work,
Therian.
He doesn't make a face or nothing. He just gets right to it.
Wait,
You were a
they're
two-headed
asking
beast.
the prince to do chores for them? Isn't that a little much?
Yeah, honestly, I was worried about it too. But when I asked him about it, he said not to worry. And get this! The guy says when he lived in the palace, he couldn't even yawn without getting permission. He couldn't even play with his dogs, let alone help other people with their tasks. Everything was the job of his servants.
Two dogs,
So
but they
anything
merged
we tell
into
him
one
to
big
do,
dog.
No matter how trivial.
They don't like me, though,
the
'cause I
guy
killed
happily does
their
it.
mother.
Says he really feels like he's alive.
Wow. Feels like he's too good a guy to be a prince.
You got it backwards. I'd love to see what a nice guy who gets the common folk does once he starts calling the shots.
But if he were to rejoin the royal family, he'd be our enemy, wouldn't he?
At the very least,
And they've got,
he
like,
wouldn't try to
monster
control how we
pets.
think, like the Abbey's doing now.
Either way, you're pirates. You plunder other people's ships.
I think you'd be the enemy of any state.
Oh, I don't know my power. Yeah, because we went to our hometown, and everything was illusion, but the dogs weren't. The dogs were Therians. Oh, this dog. This has got a special anime dog. With a pipe. Presumably they're around here somewhere.
Hey, do you think Dial sheds his skin like other reptiles?
I don't know. On the outside, he looks like an Emir monitor lizard. But he used to be a human and is a demon now, so... I kind of doubt it.
Ow! My ears are burning red hot right now. Were you guys talking about me?
Yeah, we were! So, Dial, do you ever shed your skin? I'm really curious. Tell me.
That's a little rude to just ask someone, don't you think?
You do, don't you? I mean, you are a lizard.
No, I don't.
Aww. I think you'd be way cooler if you did.
Well, he's regrown his tail before.
Oh yeah, that's right! Lizards can regrow their tails. That must mean you really do shed, right?
No,
Gee.
those are two totally different things. Although, I did get a bad enough sunburn
You missed,
yesterday that my skin started to peel.
John versus
Maybe
Explodey.
that counts.
In Fall Guys. Where's Dial gone? Does he have his tail back? Oh, we gotta go to a new place. Can I be bothered to do side quests? I don't think I can. Right, I'm going to use this opportunity to make myself a cup of tea. I'll be brother in volleyball, but I'll park team there. And how did I do that? I have returned with a voice, just as the legends foretold. Don't worry, I figured it out. I had no mic on. Look at the hair physics. Hair physics. Yes. I'm sorry. I was just looking at the quests because we do have these, but like they're both in okay. Well, that I didn't know how to get to, and that was blocked off. They were blocked off, so I'm probably just gonna. Oh, gee. I'm seeing a John ... Yeah, I've not been to any of these class 4 zones. I think it's side content. Right, I reserve the right to be the goof. That's why they call me John the Goof. The goofiest John. Everyone knows how goofy John can be. Where am I going? Lionel. Yes, the goof struct. Excuse me, goofer, sir. This goof right here. I want to make a goof-official statement.
We're coming up on Lionel Island.
So much for the ghost ships.
Should we expect another welcome party waiting for us again?
No. I had the Bloodwings spread a rumor that we were raiding an Abbey compound far, far from here.
As far as plans go, that's better than nothing.
All this cloak and dagger. Give me a good old frontal assault any day.
First mate, sir. There's a ship drifting ahead of us.
A ghost ship?
It's an Abbey ship. Their flag. It's a distress signal.
Understood. Commence approach.
Are you actually going to help an enemy ship?
A ship signaling distress has neither allies nor enemies. That's a code all seafarers abide by.
Lies.
It's an obvious trap.
Not even pirates would use a distress signal for a surprise attack.
Yes, they did.
After we rescue a ship,
Pirates
we still strip
definitely
them of
did
everything
do
they've got.
that.
Anyway, if it's a trap,
So,
we'll kill everyone on
Blackbeard,
board.
the
Simple.
very famous pirates did
time
that shit all the
last
time. Eisen. Are we the goodies? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely like a really a thing that gets you
The
hated.
Corsair Scourge!
Benwick, do we still have any Salatoma left?
It's a massive betrayal to like fly a
Yes, sir.
flag in that
If
way.
this is their full crew.
People definitely
we should
did
have
that.
enough on board to treat them.
Now that you mention it, don't Abbey ships usually have a bigger crew?
These were all who were aboard when I hijacked the ship and made them set sail.
Teresa!
I knew I was being reckless, but I never expected we'd run afoul of the Corsair Scourge. But you know, I'm glad we did, since it brought me to you.
Boss fight?
You seriously plan to fight in that condition?
No. I know you've won this one. Use me as you will.
Use you?
Don't bother asking. It's a trap.
Lionel Island is where you'll find Dees. A Therian. My brother Oscar is guarding over it.
We can handle him just fine.
You should know that Oscar's acquired a powerful new art. Its formula developed by Lord Melchior. The art heightens a Malak's power far beyond its normal limits. The
It's very
effect is
anime.
incredible. Normal arts don't even compare. Even were you to win, you wouldn't come away unscathed.
Why are you telling us this?
The art is still untested and imperfect. There's no guarantee its caster will survive the effects. I don't want anything to happen to Oscar. If I'm your hostage, Oscar won't move against you. This will afford you a window to snatch the Therian and make your escape.
You're willing to betray the Abbey?
There's nothing in this world that could ever replace Oscar.
What about a second Oscar?
I know you can't trust me, so don't give me your medicine. I'll
Oh
place
yeah,
mine
the Scourge happened before.
in your hands.
Yeah, yeah. Just get a second Oscar. Print a second one off.
Just save Oscar.
Yeah, so the Scourge didn't come from nowhere. The game introduced the Scourge as an illness
Lady Teresa!
of the seas before. There's like an entire chapter dedicated
If
to it.
true, this information will be of use to us. For now, let's bring her aboard and give her the medicine.
So, you're going to believe her story?
An art that boosts a Malak's power far beyond its normal limits. Sounds like we might be in for a real fight.
His fist is
And
large.
she said that Melchior developed it too.
Maybe this explains why he was so intent on acquiring that Siegfried relic.
Yeah, these are the clothes
This
they're
is all
supposed to be
true.
wearing.
A frontal assault might not be the best idea.
But why do you think Teresa is willing to go so far to protect Oscar?
Oscar is the second son of the Dragonia family, aristocrats with ancestral ties to the Asgard royal lineage. From what I understand,
Yeah.
he was sent to the Abbey in the hopes of strengthening his family's ties to the group.
For the good of the bloodline. Happens all the time.
Teresa followed him to the Abbey, where she's been his constant savior, even if she's kept it from him.
So she's another noble too. Could have had an easy life if she just kept in her place.
No, Teresa was conceived, outside of formal matrimony, and her mother was not of what you'd call high standing.
It happens more often than you might think. My mother died, And my father's wife.
I'm not going to press the button again.
So I merely served the Dragonia family as a maid. Those were dark, lonely times for me. But Oscar was the only one who called me his sister and embraced me as family. Does a sister need any other reason to want to save her brother?
So you're back on your feet.
My sincere thanks for the medicine.
I can't use you as a hostage if you're dead. Where's the Therian?
Ahead through the bared marsh are the ruins
in
of
the tent,
an ancient
just over there.
There you'll find the Earth Pulse Point, along with Oscar.
What happened to number 1?
That's the other Malik.
Lord Artorius took number 1 away from me. As it stands, I'm without the powers of an exorcist. As such, whether I live or die is for you people to decide. Once Oscar is safe, you can do whatever you like to me.
So
do as you wish.
he was called number 2 before we renamed Lafayette. Right, I still wish I had some trousers for this get up, but...
I know you know this, Fee, but don't let your guard down for 1 sec.
On what? Oh, it couldn't have been important. Let's immediately put my guard down. Dog! Ooh, that's loads. I'm still missing that fucking bat from the beginning. There's nothing worse than an overzealous spider. Am I right? Spider, you stay in that corner where it's dark. Don't come near my bed. Fucking overzealous spider. A beast of blades. He looks cool. Serial killer tree. A little bit on the nose in that naming. You can be in my bedroom, under the bed, behind the thing, but don't be directly above my bed. That's no spider. You're being overzealous right now. Eater of God. He's a millionaire. Oh yes, yeah. I played it. I think most people in this chat are reasonably familiar with Genshin of the Impact. I can't remember if you did. Please feel free to say that again, though.
I'll send a Sylph J if anything comes up here. Have a safe trip.
Thanks.
Still, why would the Abbey
I
build
seem to remember you
all the
saying
way
that.
out here?
Teresa, what do you know?
This island may be uninhabited now, but judging from the ruins, we can tell that civilization has flourished and fallen here many times. This island lies at a focal point of air and sea currents, as well as the flow of the Earth Pulse. That means that malevolence gathers here too.
Is that why civilization has risen and fallen here before?
It is. Furthermore, the malevolence of those long-dead people still lingers here, lost and unfading.
Even after so long?
The more they prospered, the greater the loss of life.
Normally, this sort of thing could not be ignored. The malevolence here should have been dealt with in haste.
But because the Abbey is scheming to resurrect Inominat, there's no way they'd want to waste such a bounty. Bursting with malevolent juiciness, and no meddlesome people around to cause trouble. There couldn't be a more perfect spot.
If there's one place they'd put a Therian, it's here.
Yes, but no climbing walls in this game. I don't have enough cats. No. We upgraded a while back, and it's fine.
This is an Abbey encampment. No one's stationed here now, but it's well maintained.
From what I could gather, it will be approximately 10 days before the next patrol stops by.
That's more than enough time to find the Therian and get it off the Earth Pulse.
Well, it's worth a try, Uchi, then.
Too. No need to rush things. We'll find the Therian.
It's very good for a free game. I mean, I played it for a bit, I just didn't stream any of it. And I've got like far too many games to actually consider playing more of it. But I had fun. The bit, I played it for about 10 hours, I think. Before I streamed professionally. This is professional streaming. I've got words underneath my face and a bar next to my heart. Also my face.
Teresa,
It's been a while.
You've got an anime
We
picture?
haven't seen each other since the throne. But that doesn't seem like so long ago
Yes.
to me. Not when I keep hearing so much about you. Eleanor Hume, the traitor.
What of the Corsair Scourge?
Nothing to worry about. I've had my dose of Salatoma.
Was it as bad as you remembered it? Brings you back to when you were an initiate, doesn't it?
Why did you betray us, Eleanor? When the Abbey made you a patrolling inspector, they placed great responsibility upon you. Oscar should have been the one to take on that role. He had already been selected for it. But you wanted it so very badly, and that sweet, naive man that he is, he let you take it.
I had no idea. Oscar had already been chosen?
Yes, and after he passed on it, he was stationed on that dangerous island where he sustained that awful wound. And now, you accompany the monster that nearly killed him. I feel I have a right to some answers.
My desire to save humanity has not changed. I have simply found a path different from the Abbey's.
I don't find that answer acceptable.
I didn't think that you would. I know very well that you offer no compromises when it comes to Oscar.
You're right. I don't. Be sure to inform your new friends of that fact. In order for me to protect Oscar, I'm going to need you all to trust me. That's all I have to say to you.
I understand.
I once had a very big spider. So I don't have anything against spiders, but it turns out there is apparently a size which spiders can get where I'm suddenly a lot more nervous about it. Like when you're suddenly like, oh, you need an address book. You know, you need a phone number. You're big enough. You've got like actual presence. There was one in my kitchen, just standing in the middle of my goddamn kitchen, that the body was the size of my thumb. And, you know, it was... And I don't know what sort of spider it was, but, like, it was quite intimidating. And so what happened over the next 30 minutes was... The reason... It's because drill people drilled out a bit of my bathroom, and they obviously lived in the cracks, and they couldn't live there anymore because they redid the floor. Anyway, so this... I put, like, a plastic, vaguely see-through box on top of the spider, which I had to do from behind a chair. And I had to kind of lob it and keep apologising to the spider. And then what I did is over the course of 30 minutes, very slowly nudged the box towards the kitchen door. Because, like, it was good at first because the box moved a bit, but then it approached the spider and it got to the wall and it went... Because it wasn't really keen on the situation. And I was very... But, like, once it was on it, I did eventually get it to the door, open the front door, push the box, and then the spider immediately came back into the room and climbed up, and I panicked and I sprayed in its general direction with some sort of cleaning fluid. I think it missed, but it did eventually run away. I didn't want to hit the spider, but like, but we came to an agreement, which was he's not allowed back inside, I'm afraid. But yes. And I'm not kidding, that's not an exaggeration. That was literally a half-an-hour process.
I heard that they use this island to hold exiled prisoners.
I'm not used to, like, they're normally like that big, not like that big.
Depresses me. I hate it here.
We can't go carelessly wandering about. This place is dangerous.
I know. Still, from the looks of those ruins, there used to be one impressive civilization here. I can practically taste the hidden treasure.
The punishment for tomb raiding is quite strict, you know.
Think I'd be a pirate if I was afraid of the Abbey?
I won't stop you from looking for loot. But if you get into trouble, don't expect us to save you. Got it?
Aye, aye, sir.
Yeah, yes. Several games. You're gonna have to ask me which particular game because I have several on the go. I assume you mean Sign Maker, though. Yes. If you mean Sign Maker, yeah, I do like an hour at work every day. Yeah, oh, the snail one's the snail one is on break. Okay. Oh yes, yeah, that one's been on play for a while. But I'm when I go back to that, I think I might be able to fix what was stuck on. None showing no my secrets. There you go, Uchi. This is what the actual gameplay looks like when it lets me do it.
Kill them to the bar! Wind, kill them to the bar!
Aizen's expecting a lot of the wind. There you go.
Stop fooling around.
But I'm serious about my fooling around. Woo! It's a
Yeah, every time you know what? I'll leave that for something. Yeah, colors are cool.
Hey, is everyone
But
all right?
like that one was in my kitchen. I was going to step on him. I don't want to do that. Oh, you're a tree. You've got a sword in? Got a sword in you? Got a sword in your tree?
I don't think we have a chance.
I think your opinion of our good is too low with that thing. I know, it's not really. Strangers knocking on my door.
Let's go! Eat it! You're wide open!
No phobias, but I'm everything makes me anxious.
Dark despair, kindle a
Well, I don't think we have cockroaches in this country. I've definitely not ever seen one. I guess we don't have the climate for them. They're supposed to be good at surviving places. The fuck? I've never had a straight up game over. Bloody stay the fuck away from those trees. Don't fuck about.
Ooh, nasty.
Woo! It's a baby!
I'll have to change his clothing again. You know what? I don't know if it's a phobia, but I don't like. This is how much I dislike talking to people I don't know.
We're finished. Let's go.
When I first got my Oculus Rift, the VR, which I bought on day one because I'm a fool that spent lots of money so I could be like the person with fancy new technology. I bought every single demo you could get because that's what you do, right? You're like, oh, I've got to get use out of this. And one of the demos was a little like Oculus Talk with Strangers. Like there were rooms and the rooms could have like 5 people in and you had a head presence and you could talk to people. And so I immediately downloaded this program, went into that program, and the first somebody was like, hello John, and I tore off the helmet and ran to the other side of the room because it piques my anxiety a lot. I then had to run back to the room, Alt F4 out of the program as quickly as possible. I have no idea what the fuck I thought of that situation, but yeah, I cannot play like VR chat. Like I can't do that.
You're strong.
I just reacted to the presence of people whom I did not know being right next to my face. So there's nothing wrong.
You're wide open!
And yeah, what I was saying before, because I can perform. Like I've been in a band. I've been on stage. I've been paid for being on stage. Who knows whether I was worth the money, but that's fine. But as soon as I have to talk to people after the set, that's when it gets difficult.
Try as they might, it won't.
Because when you're performing, the worst thing that can happen is you can give a bad performance. And people will be like, oh, I didn't like what you did. And you're like, oh, that's a shame. But if you're talking to somebody's your real self and you do a bad real self, that's forever tainted what they think of you. I'm hoping the trees won't immediately murder me this time.
No escape! No escape!
Its guardian was angry at it.
Hold on. You can read a guardian's heart?
Yeah, sort of.
Right. Does anyone have music on? Yeah, you do. Let's turn your music off again. He's gonna lose the mustache because somebody else has a mustache. No. No. I sometimes struggle because like I hate phones because I need to see people's faces to be able to tell what they're thinking. Not like, yeah. Fine, gotta keep the mustache.
Are we ready for this?
I was born ready for this. I'm a lot better than I used to be though.
It's over, right?
I have to interact with people with my job, so. Green door. I need to find a green button.
Are we ready for this?
You're not scattering anything on my watch.
You're wide open!
Lovely.
Not even worth my time.
There's the button.
You're strong, but I'm strong.
I goddamn love the idea of like rolling up to a plant and going, "You're strong, but I'm stronger." And just having a serious goddamn fist fight with the plant. Or like a small furry bird. I guess it would be feathery, but you know.
We're finished here. Let's go.
Yes, we played Fall Guys on stream about an hour ago, 2 hours maybe. Oh damn it! You know what? I wrote down an hour and a half on this piece of paper, and I can't remember. I don't know what time we stopped playing Fall Guys. Yeah, that's the worst thing. Like, normally when I join in, I have a fun time. I just have a really hard time joining in with people. Buttons.
Are we ready for this?
Now, rise, arise, ascending, angels! Running round!
Is this also part of the Reaper's curse?
And I shall hydrate.
It's an angel's blessing as long as we win.
I think VR chat's always going to be a little too much for me, I'm afraid. But oh yeah, it would help if I wasn't
Power number
on VR.
2 displayed at the throne. Hard to believe he had that hidden in him. Lord Melchior said that number 1 was full of untapped potential as well. If I have the talent to use it.
Teresa, my lady, you seem angry.
Me? At what?
At me, for running away and joining Velvet.
Oh, that? I was careless. An enemy stole a tool of mine. I'm merely frustrated at my own incompetence.
A tool?
I don't care what happens to me now. Not as long as I can save Oscar.
I'm the one who hurt your precious brother. And you're asking for my help now?
Yes, you hurt him. You scarred his face, and his honor, and his heart.
He's got his own
Still
honor.
holding a grudge then? Well, at least you won't be able to kill me in my sleep.
With no Malachim, I'm an ordinary woman. How could I threaten the Lord of Calamity? I'm painfully aware of my own weakness.
Good. Try to keep out of the way then.
Lady Teresa, Velvet isn't so different from you. She had a little brother,
I know all about the Lord of Calamity, but none of that matters to me. As powerless as I am now, this is the only path for me. It's the only way I can save Oscar.
Lady Teresa.
There's a green door. There's a way through without the green door. No, I want to... I'll double check where this leads. Another green block. Okay. Oh, hang on, can I? No, I can't. I'll use my surfboard. Yes, so the other thing about, like, with the private servers, because I assume the whole point of going to VR chat is to meet new people. So I'm somewhat confused conceptually about. But I guess if you know a lot of people. Oh, I know. I imagine creating an avatar from scratch could be quite fun. That seems to be the way back. Like learning the 3D programs. I mean, it'd have to be one with... I definitely couldn't make a 3D thing from scratch, but... I mean... the amount of time I've faffed around with these bloody fashion buttons. But, yeah. Is there fuzz going on? If there is, it's very subtle. We're there. Let's lift the light up a little. There we go. Yeah. Probably a clever way you could do that automatically. So you're always only ever meeting people within a degree of someone else.
Malachim are just tools.
What are you brooding over?
I know. Velvet, Eleanor, or Teresa. You're not sure whose little brother you want to be, eh? In that case, I assure you I'm the kindest of the lot.
The cruelest, most devious. That's not what's on my mind. There's something
Farewell,
I need to
Lucci.
say
Thank you for
to
joining
Lady
me.
Teresa.
Something you wish to say? Then speak, number 2.
That's just it. I'm not number 2. I'm Laphicet.
Laphicet?
It's the name Velvet gave me. It's very important to me.
Something can be important to you?
Yes, I have feelings. You see, Malachim are not tools.
Very well. I shall call you Laphicet from now on.
Thank you, Lady Teresa.
You're kinder than you look, my dear Teresa.
Thank you, Teresa.
You misunderstand. With so much at stake, I don't want to rock the boat.
Velvet, tell me what you know about Teresa and Oscar. I want a clearer picture of what they can do.
All right. Teresa and Oscar are...
I can give you the lowdown on everything Abbey. Lady Teresa and Oscar are the best of the best, even among the praetors. Some call them the consuls. There are only around 100 praetors in the world, so we're talking very elite.
Anyone called a consul is going to be adept at both fighting and leadership. They are key figures entrusted with responsibility for major cities and institutions.
The fighting part is all we have to worry about. Are they better than you, Eleanor?
Yes. I was a primus, which is a full rank below them. I could never overcome Teresa's arts or Oscar's swordsmanship in our practice battles.
When they were still trainees, they worked together to wipe out dozens of demons in a single night. After that, Lord Melchior kept a close eye on them.
Appreciated. I'll be on my guard.
Together they sound like a real threat. Thankfully, we're only after Oscar alone.
But Oscar has mastered a new art developed by Lord Melchior. You can count on it being a nasty one.
You really do know a lot about this stuff.
It's a little suspicious.
You think so? Well, I was at the Abbey, so...
Why don't you call him Lord Oscar?
That's what's bothering you? It's because we're both so popular with the ladies. I consider him a rival.
Quite. Yes, so on my Twitter feed, I get a lot about Jordan Peterson, who's sent himself insane because of Elliot. I've forgotten his second name. But yes, I mean, not that JP wasn't always insane, but you know, different degrees. Right, I need yellow to be free. So yeah, I shouldn't have pressed two of them at the same time. Oh, I see what I did there. Walk past that. I did not know I could just walk past that. Yet. There appears to be a secret island there, so I'm going to grab whatever's on that island. Hopefully we have enough of those cats. Be a nice one not to have to visit again. Yay! Found a cat. Give me some cats. I got nothing that time. Just the fuzzy feeling that I saved a cat. that will have to do. Okay. I don't know why I just don't always press the buttons. Page. That's it. Elliot Page. Just press that straight away. Anyway, sorry, I don't want to talk about that anymore. It's a tree. Oh, it's a bug. I must have gotten so lucky with my landlords.
Oh, it's a beetle.
Yeah. A Lionel giant thunderstag beetle, to be exact.
Why do they always have such awkward names?
I think it's a cool name.
I've never been able to figure out why boys are so drawn to these things.
Huh?
What's the matter? Didn't you want to see it?
Yeah. Thanks.
When he was little, Oscar was always running around the woods collecting bugs. He'd get so into it, it was never long before he'd trip and hurt himself.
Did you grab bugs for him?
Yes, I thought they were gross, but I was much taller than him, and I had the reach. Once, he gave me a whole pile of cicada shells as his way of thanking me. I just screamed.
I'm sure he just wanted you to know how he felt.
One of my friends once passed me a jar of slugs, knowing full well that that would just make me ill.
I can relate to that.
I think that person's insane for doing that.
Rather unusual for a Malak like you to contemplate such things.
Well, I try to. It's just really hard sometimes.
Also a bit mean to the slugs.
It's hard for people too. Sometimes it feels insurmountable, and yet we can't give up. Sometimes you just have to say what you believe in your heart, even if you're not good at saying it.
I'm afraid slugs make me a bit ill.
What I believe.
V, hurry up already!
It's not a tree.
Talking about?
Yeah, I don't blame slugs. I just don't want them ever to be near my face. Or my feet. Because there's nothing worse than stepping on a slug accidentally. And if I don't press it, I won't press it. I'll do the thing with
Hey, Lofty Set. Found a new stag beetle, did you?
Yeah, Lady Teresa caught it for me.
They can be on my walls,
those
though. It's
pincers
fine.
are sharp.
Outside.
Eisen, take a look at this fine specimen of a stag.
Wait, I believe that might be a two-horned rhinoceros beetle.
Listen, you two.
Listen.
If you're gonna get in another fight over this, I'll just say it's a new type of drone beetle.
You wouldn't.
You've really figured us out, huh?
Yeah, sometimes I get tiny little slugs, and they crawl in from the door.
You didn't make him say that just now, did you?
I did not. I've made a pact with him as a vessel, but he
And,
isn't tethered to me.
A Malak.
It takes me. I have to get a piece of paper, and I have to look away from the piece of paper as I pick it up and put it outside, because it will make me sick. Otherwise,
But meeting Laffy said and Eisen
I will
taught me the
gag.
truth. They laugh in joyful times and cry in sad times. Their stomachs even growl too.
Their stomachs growl?
Now I take it as a matter of course that not only Malachim, but demons and Therians too, have their own thoughts and feelings.
I thought you hated demons.
I certainly still do, but now I feel something besides just hate.
Malachim with free will? Demons and Therians as well?
You must have sensed that in Laphicet, or you wouldn't have caught that beetle for him. When you saw his beaming face, it must have reminded you of when Oscar was a young boy. Am I correct?
This conversation's over.
Teresa, be honest. Isn't there something wrong with the Abbey using a dangerous experimental art out in the field?
Oscar's the one who decided to go through with it. Don't presume to know anything about who he is.
I do appreciate that exposure is literally how people get over bigotry. But in anime, it's always like once. You meet somebody once and you're like, oh, my heart is going to change now. And what a wonderful world it would be if it was that easy. I think because I watch, I listen to a podcast called Behind the Bastards, which I won't go into, only that he has this thing where he says, I love, like, I think he says like 20%, only 20% of the people who listen to that show would statistically be people that he would actually like. It's kind of weird to think about, like, who would the... Assuming there's a
Using that art could be fatal.
Was it like
I'd allow
50%?
Oscar to try it.
Oh, the other 50%
Lady
listening.
Teresa, is something the matter?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
But you looked like you were in pain.
Oh. I was just thinking a bit.
You didn't have time to rest after recovering from the Corsair's scourge. You're awfully hard on yourself, you know.
And even harder on others, am I?
That's not what I meant.
It doesn't matter. I'm well aware that I'm stone cold. But they say a Malak never knows his vessel's heart. I said nothing all those times you snuck off to the library, did I?
You knew about that?
Of course I knew. But I was just letting you roam free like a master might let her little pup. Number one didn't wander about like you did. What makes you different?
I'm sorry.
Well, boys will be boys, I guess. But I was planning on punishing you if that behavior continued.
Punish me how?
You don't want to know. It might wreck your good cheer.
Lady Teresa!
Look at how open she's being. Do you really think she'll work with us?
I don't think she's lying to us. But I don't think she's being entirely truthful either. Look, I know I probably don't have to say this, but...
You don't.
Yeah,
I won't let my guard down. If I see anything funny, she's dead. And since she has no Malak, it'll be quick.
I'm reminded of the time I've got a friend who had a child, and he was like, yeah, like he really gravitated towards, like, you know, race cars and toys. It's like, it's true what they say, and it's like, yeah, for your child, like, because like you have a thing of you know, you have a statistic of 1. That's we passed your tree. Like, I don't think you have enough information to rock the scientific community. Grab this. Support! Did I come from below? No, we came from... Yeah, we have to go below, because it's going to be locked off, probably. Forward. Okay, I'm assuming there's a button around here somewhere. Here it is. I know how puzzles are made. I'm super confused about the direction I'm going. No, how the fuck did those two join? I want to fight Miniboss. Sorry, in wrestling, in AEW, there's a tag team called the Acclaim. And whenever he comes out, he says, is it, hey, listen? But he says it in a particular way. He always says, listen! Okay. Because he's got an accent. And I obviously won't repeat any of his raps, because that would be awful. Yeah, the frustrating thing is, yeah, I'm unlikely to ever have kids, but I mean that's partly because I'm a hermit and never leaves his house, but yeah, partly because like there's a reason why I don't have a cat or anything, and it's because I'm, you know, I can barely take care of myself. I don't want to have a neglected cat, but I'd love to have a neighbour cat to visit. What's the point I'm making? Oh yeah, that.
Teresa, let's review our plan before we go in.
All right.
We'll tell Oscar that we'll release you if he gives up his weapons and Malachim. We'll tie him up, collect the Therian, and then head for the docks. Once we're aboard our ship and ready to sail, we'll release you. You'll be free to do whatever you want.
Very well. But I want you to promise me one thing. Promise me you won't hurt Oscar.
That depends on him.
We'll have a fight
I'll
against
defend
Oscar.
myself if I have to.
Velvet.
Please, do it for me, too. If you want to save Oscar, you need to make him listen. Put your own life on the line. You're his sister. Do whatever you have to protect him.
I will. Even if it means my death.
I know obviously I don't have the resources for any sort of like that, but yeah, like the first, like the people who are responsible enough to purposely go child-free because they think it's what's best, obviously can't instill that to a new generation. Oh yeah, I guess now we've opened up. I possibly should consider trying that. My dad wants me to get a dog. He never used to like animals. He definitely didn't when I was a child. But he grew soft in his old age. I think I said it before on stream. He used to live in Spain, and he'd pass by a dog tied up to a fence every day. And after like day 5, he just took that dog. That's his dog now. He ended up fucking hating Spanish people though. He lived in rural Spain, just because he's also a hermit man, different type of hermit man. Yeah, that dog just barked at Spanish people after a while. He doesn't like the old siesta thing, like, because he'd go into a shop in rural Spain and he'd be like, "Can you tell me where this is?" And they just won't help him because it's like, "I'm vesting, you can find it," and he just fucking hated that so much.
You all know the plan, right?
I'm using you as a hostage to keep Oscar from doing anything stupid. And don't you try anything funny either.
I'm glad he rescued that dog. I think that was a new squid. a big wide open area. Oscar! Valkyrie. That sounds like it's for you. It is. We'll put it on a bit later. Oh no, yeah, we've not done this in a while. Okay. It's Legacy outfit. I like this one a lot. I'll go for that one. Yes. That? Well, did he kill the Therian to force another Therian to be born?
I knew you'd come, Velvet. Sister!
As plain as day. Now put down your sword and let go of my Theri. If you don't, I'll kill her.
You coward!
I'm sorry to do this, Oscar. I'm searching for the truth behind the Abbey's talk of so-called reason.
Please go ahead.
And your idea of reason is to threaten my dear sister's life?
I'm sorry, Oscar. I've become nothing but a burden.
Teresa, no. It's not like that. All right. I'll put down my arms.
Doesn't look like you're putting down your arms. Okay. Oh, you fool!
Teresa, get back!
Donk.
Forgive me, Oscar. This is the only way I can protect you.
We've kept our end of the bargain. Take him and get out of here.
I can't do that. It will reflect poorly upon him.
Lady Teresa?
Have you forgotten? You're just a powerless human.
You're right. I am a weak, worthless human. But he has shown me the light, and it shines. My body is receptive to Inominat's power. And with it, I can protect everything I care about.
She turned into a Therian? No, she fused with it.
How? Okay. No, I don't quite understand the mechanics of that.
To protect Oscar.
Die! Merging with a Therian. Do you realize what you're doing, Teresa?
A trivial sacrifice. I'd do anything for my Oscar.
Leave this to me!
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! First thing they have!
I can heal the wound! Take this guy! Dark and red! Crimson Silver!
Too slow! No escape! Pressure! No escape! No escape!
Rising Falcon!
No escape!
Yeah, we have to be quite late in the game for this battle to be happening. Nothing, do they?
Leave this to me! Atlas split! Transform! Better watch your step! Holy fire! Not waiting!
no turning back. Not with so much at stake. Its future depends on this.
Stop moving.
I'll try.
Taste the pain you inflicted on him.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Leave me alone.
Nice, that was pathetic.
Oh, fuck.
I enter the fray.
You're actually doing quite well, but pick up these. Quickly resurrecting. He's the dude bringing everyone back. Loads of damage then. Somebody could please heal me. I can heal the wounds, but I can't feel the pain. Ooh, I'm hydrated. Right, I'm going to have to look at that after 5 minutes. Story, I mean. Go story. We'll watch it. I'll hydrate in about 30 seconds.
I can't lose. Not here.
Lady Teresa.
Stand down, or I'll devour you piece by piece.
It's okay, sister. You've done enough.
Managed to read your wall of text during this cutscene.
Don't look at me. I'm so hideous.
When I was growing up, the only one my mother and father ever paid any attention to was my older brother, the heir. But you, Teresa, you noticed me when they didn't. You looked after me, supported me, smiled for me. I could never thank you enough, my sister.
What do you suppose is going to happen to his eye? It's going to be a monster eye, right?
Oscar.
Now, keep watching over me, Teresa. As long as you're looking after me, I can vanquish even the Lord of Demons. Take a good look. This is armatization. Here I come!
What's happened to him?
That's one hell of a knot. I guess that's happening in the final boss fight.
I enter the fray. Fall that easily. Gaze upon my fire! It is I!
Up there it is! Double haze! Deception! Double haze! Killing flash! But I'm this world! I won't miss! Form zero! Thunder! Dark despair! It's over yet! Don't you there on me yet, Armatus! I'm in your debt! Double haze! Hold up!
There's no things I can't.
What? It's over!
I can't either.
It's not over yet! Enough waiting!
Oh, damn it, I was gonna grab that. Devastating moves I did there to place where he wasn't anymore. Moves to bastard interrupts. That's not really hard to do. Okay. Don't know why I have the ability to do that. Let's see.
You saved me! Bring it down!
Right. I think this is about where I can use rare items. If he hurt, damn it. Oh, he took a fucking thing.
It's over! Cloud no escape!
It's a softball.
It's over!
I'm doing quite well, but I'm really struggling right now. Why did you stand in front?
Die here.
Right, Don't steal that! I wanted that, you fuck! Oh, just because you stole the diamond from me, I was gonna use that, and now I'm dead! Ah, oh, don't steal the diamonds from me, you prick! There we go.
It's over!
I don't believe this!
Oh, blimey.
Dark despair, kindle a
Yeah, it's alright.
I can't. I hear.
No, stop taking the things! I've not taken damage in ages. Like, I did a big, like... I've not been able to swap anyone out.
It is my sacred duty to...
Ooh, he just murdered everyone at once. Ooh. I'm probably due to end this stream, so I don't know if I'm going to be playing anything after this, but I'll probably save after I do this fight, because it's probably been enough time after that. Because that feels like a good place to stop with that as well. Yeah. Did I just get unlucky then? Well, she needs healing for a start. That's probably fine. We're probably fine.
Here I come!
What's happened to him?
That's one hell of an art.
Shadows of darkness! Hope this works!
You saved me! My healer! Earthquake! Here it comes!
Oops, sorry, I did not mean to draw him into the rest of you.
I enter the fray. Dark despair, kindle a beacon of hope.
You saved me! Gonna get you!
me yet, Armatus!
If you get locked out of the combos, then the fight suddenly becomes like 10 times harder. Yeah, this is where we're in danger.
But I'm this close! I want this! Form zero! Thunder! It's over! Cloud Dark! Shooting star!
How the fuck did you get me? Cheeky bastard! God, that's got a really wide look.
You wronged me! Here's your justice! By your order!
Cloud Dark! I mean, you're dead! Kindle a beacon of hope! Will not fall that easily! Cloud Dark! Die! Blades of wind slice them! Air thrust! Escape! No escape!
shuffling anyone new in. Fuck.
I'm in your debt. Cut you down! The fury of the storm! Officer! Cut you down! The storm! It's over!
How did you fucking go in that direction?
That was pathetic.
Like you
The storm! Eleanor! Stay away! Shooting star! I'll not fall that easy.
Come on, I just need a little bit more time. I need to switch back. I can't switch because they've all got zeros next to their name.
Really tough!
Stay away! Shooting star!
Storm!
Stay away!
That's why I wasn't running in. I really want to have her back, but I won't let me switch. I can switch if I use an item, but I didn't want to use the item. They're rare.
No escape! Reception! No escape! It's over! Not fall that easily!
I'll help you!
Shooting star! Not fall that easily!
No escape!
No escape!
Not
fall that easily!
Rising Falcon!
The storm! Not fall that easily!
Rising Falcon!
Shooting star! It's over! Stay away! It's over!
It's the one thing we didn't want to happen. Gotten better at like interrupting him as he's landing. He didn't give me that knockout that I want. He knocked me out. I hit him from behind and then knocked. I know you won't fall that easily. I've been fighting you for 40 minutes.
I can't die here.
It's over!
Cool. Then give me one more.
Thanks.
Chasing me.
I can't die here.
Will not fall that easily.
The storm! Slow down!
Fury of the storm!
I can heal the wounds, but I can't feel it.
No escape! It's a
Leave this to me! Running out!
Yeah. Oh, welcome back.
Oscar, stop! This has gone far enough!
No, it hasn't. You people hurt my sister.
Oh fuck! If he does stay free, I'm don't know if I can do it.
Losing control of the Mola! Damn it! It's turning into a dragon!
Velvet, quick! Devour that thing! Stop! He's still...
No, is this during the fight, Velvet? That was the thing we were trying to do, right?
You killed him.
Oh, I mean, he was fighting us.
No, He was a good kid. He gave me this pair of earrings for my birthday. They're family heirlooms that were supposed to go to his fiancée.
Lady, he turned into a murder angel and started fighting us.
I told him he should give them to the woman he cares most about in the world. And you know what he did? He smiled at me and said I was that woman.
And you said, yeah, but like, give him to someone else anyway.
So innocent. And you took him away!
Wasn't that innocent? He started hitting me with sword lots.
My Oscar! How could you?
No, it's not the same thing. The child wasn't fighting. Like,
How could you?
just wanted her to go. I think you find it's a false equivalence, actually.
No!
Don't do it!
Yeah, like the Laphicet version 1 didn't turn into a murder angel. He was just there and he got sacrificed. It's not the same.
I'll get you all fixed up. Don't cry, Oscar. You're strong. You're so strong. Oscar.
Oh. You blatantly attacked me. Like we had a deal. I think we had a long conversation about how this worked. Then you absorbed the power. I was paying attention to the scene.
And we didn't even get the Therian we came for.
Oscar came at him first. I had to. It was for Luffy. For my little brother.
There we go, we all leveled up. So what I do like is that it goes black and it levels everyone up. Because, pardon me, I'm sorry. So it doesn't like have this weird, I can't remember what game I was playing, where like you suddenly have this emotional moment and then it goes, you've leveled up, yay! And like the scene's still in effect. And it's like, no, do it on an off screen like this. And then it doesn't interrupt the tone that you're trying to go for. All Furious Fighter Dual Master. If I could remember all of these, I'd switch them.
They're dead.
Ooh, is Anime using Uncanny Valley on purpose?
Just dead. I killed them. I'm the same as Artorias.
They attacked you first.
I killed her brother before her very eyes.
It's not the same.
It is the same! But I didn't have any choice! It was the only way to avenge you! It was all for you! I did it for you!
Oh, murder
I didn't want this.
There's nowhere left to run.
Nowhere for you or for me.
Wop up, wop, 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 wop. It's like that Venom movie, which I haven't seen. I imagine it's like that.
Nowhere left.
You all right?
I ate too much. That's all.
They were close. They supported each other ever since they were children.
It's probably true for like all the demons we
they were
fought.
going to do to us.
And who will killing them save?
The soul of my murdered brother.
Oh.
Why are you all shouting at me like we could have changed this?
Part of the plan. They're probably making a new one as we speak.
There's no time to waste. Let's go back to the port and start our search.
Yeah.
Ah, I crashed! Means I have to do that fucking fight again. Because it hasn't saved, is it? I'm not doing that on stream though. I'll just do that off screen at some point and save it immediately afterwards. Fuck you, game. That was a really hard fight and I really don't want to do it again. Never mind. That's because of the mods I installed, so it's my own fault. Thank you very much for watching this. I've been the John Struct. I might do it straight away. Also, maybe, wouldn't it be great if that had an autosave? You shouldn't, all games have an autosaves. But no, I don't think it does. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.